In the summer of 2025, we'll be riding our Honda NX500s from Vancouver, British Columbia to Tuktoyaktuk in the Northwest Territories, as far north as you can ride in Canada and back again. A journey of more than 7,500 kilometers. Hey there, interwebs, we're back for another motorcycle adventure. For us, we're either riding our dirt bikes on the back roads of the Cariboo region of British Columbia, camping at the local area rec sites, or we're doing longer distance adventure motorcycling on our Honda NX500s. Whichever we do, along the way we talk about the bikes, the equipment we use, and the experience, filming using GoPros and drones. We'd love to have you along for the ride, so jump on the back of the bikes. Let's go. So here we are, loaded to go. Kriega bags, food, panniers, juvie box. We used to set up the same Kriega giant loops, tent, and juvie. She'll have her tank bag when she comes back, and we're good. So this is enough to get us 1 month. Maybe we need some more food along the way, but basically it's a month's worth. So we're 10 minutes from launch. Hey, so I just thought I'd do a quick little update on our trip to Tuk. Such as it is. So let's take a look at the map, shall we? So we started here, right down here in Vancouver. And we came up through the highway and we came out. Oh, wait, I should go back to this part. This part right here, 5 minutes before we left, I got off my bike, left it in neutral because I wanted to keep it running, got off with the center stand down, rolled off the center stand, landed on and broke my leg. So anyway, I decided that what I really needed to do, just in case it wasn't completely wrecked, was ride. So, just in case the next day it didn't feel so horrible. So we rode up here, we rode along there, and then we rode out here through the terrible traffic, and then we got to about here. And then I was so sore I needed to get off the motorcycle. Normally we'd go a little further, so we took a bit of a break and I was so super stiff. And then we got back on the bike and we rode, and we came up here, and we went up there, and then we came up there and got to Yale here, and then I needed another break as well. My leg was sore. And every time we stopped, I had to put my foot down, my bad leg, I had to put that down and hold the bike on it and hobble about. But anyway, then we got going again, and then we kept riding, and we rode all the way up here, and it's beautiful up here. Gorgeous country, and we rode all the way up here. Got to about here, which is ski hist. And then I took another break because, oh my God, my leg was sore by then. But I was determined to carry on because I'd gone this far. Because we were going to go to our first port of call and then just hope that the next day my leg, or within the next couple of days, my leg was good to go on. So we went. And we got to here, to Cache Creek, and Lisa said maybe we should stay in a hotel overnight. But we'd gone that far, and I figured, boy, if my leg is completely goobered tomorrow, I won't be able to go on. So I got back on the bike, I don't know how. I could barely eat. I felt so sick to my stomach, and my leg was so swollen. Anyway, got back on the bike, and we rode. And we came up here, and we came all the way up here, and to the 70 Mile House area, which is where we're now staying. So where are we going, Spunky?
We're going to the hospital.
We are going to the hospital. In 100 Mile House,
Yeah.
and just wrecked the shit out of my knee. So not wanting to be hurt in Vancouver, we got on the motorcycles and I rode to our first pit stop up here on our way to Tuk, hoping that it gets better and then we'll be on our way. So we are on our way, don't you think?
Sort of. We're heading in the direction of Tuk, just not on our motorcycle.
So we'll see what happens.
Can you have a cast? cast on a motorcycle?
Can you ride a motorcycle with a cast? I don't know. That's the age-old question. Anyway, we're updates to follow. I'm sure I'll have some. So anyway, that's my story from here. So if you were waiting for the trip to Tuck, it's gonna be.
Might have to wait a bit longer, but we'll see.
We'll see what
the X-ray says.
We'll see what the professionals say. Anyway, maybe it was
what do the
divine intervention.
say?
Yeah. Depends what the professionals say.
What do the professionals say?
Anyway,
peace out.
Peace out, baby. We got in our friend's car and we went all the way up here, 100-mile house to the hospital, and got an X-ray. And they said, go back to where you started. We came back here. And then a few days later, we came down here and we went all the way back down here and went all the way down to here where I got a CT scan and drove all the way back. Now, all of this stuff was in a car, of course. I came all the way back up here. Now we're back up here and I have a fracture of my tibial plateau, and with a 2 to 3 millimeter offset break, which may or may not require surgery. So that's where we are. We're in this area, and everything else that we were going to do going all the way up to Tuck is for Tuktoyaktuk 2026. Woohoo! Yeah, so that's the update. Fractured tibial plateau. 6 to 12 weeks recovery time, 3 to 6 months rehab. Should be back riding strong by January. So when I say Tuck 2026, I'm not kidding. But there is a lesson there. Never, never, never leave your bike in neutral. Ever. Never get off your bike with it in neutral. Even if you think you're on flat ground, even if the center kickstand's down, just don't do it. If your bike, and don't leave it running and get off it in neutral. Leave it in gear, turn the damn motorcycle off, get off it, and then it won't roll off the stand. I learned that the owie way. So anyway, you know what Lisa says? Now, in 100 Mile, they didn't cast it. I didn't want them to, because when I'd had the problem with my left leg, the cast required, because it's at the knee joint at the time, had basically been hip to toe. And I didn't want to do that. And I knew that I could stay off it and not put any pressure on it, do all those things for the 4 to 6 weeks required. So I did that. 4 to 6 weeks of just on crutches, absolutely no weight bearing. About week 5, I started to do what they call TTWB, which is toe touch weight bearing, which is enough weight bearing that you couldn't break an egg, or even a potato chip, they say, but just to keep your foot and ankle and toes rolling in that motion. At 7 weeks, I went down and saw the doctor again. He took more x-rays, healing nicely, told me to go see rehab, which I did a few days later. They gave me exercises, and I'm walking with crutches. So I'm now I started at 10% weight bearing at about week 7. I moved up to 30 to 40%, probably closer to 50% weight bearing at week 8 here. Week 9, I'll probably move to 70%, 80%. Week 9 or 10, I'll hope to be walking with either one crutch or a cane. So that's basically the story of it. And I figured that if I added the kilometer a day of walking, which I'm doing at various weight bearing, it'll rehab me sooner. I am having a little trouble with my medial collateral ligament. That's the one on the inside of your leg. It's quite sore. They reckon it's a strain of some kind. When I started putting weight bearing on, my foot was really sore, and my ankle's quite sore, and they're still quite swollen. They don't seem to, the risk of those kind of injuries is a thing they call compartment syndrome, where you get damage to the veins and the nerves in your leg, and you don't pump blood properly, but they're pretty sure that I don't have that. And the other one, of course, is deep vein thrombosis, which can cause massive embolisms, aneurysms, and all kinds of really bad things. They assure me I don't have that either. So, but my ankle is quite sore, and it's still a little swollen when I put the weight on it, and my foot's a little sore, and has been since I started walking again. Oh, there. The joys of the city. So Lisa has a fancy dinner in Victoria on the 16th of October, which I'm determined to get to with her, on a cane if nothing else, but at least not on the crutches. So that's still a month away. Looks like I should be able to make it. Anyway, do the work. It's hard work to rehab. Rehab always is. But do the work and rehab well, and get back on your feet. Get back on your motorbike. And don't let the injury define you. And make sure that you are in control of it rather than the opposite. Right? So that's the story of me in the last 2 months. That's the story of me. Peace out, baby.